They run their own crews, and that's for general labor. And then all my main trades, all my main electrical, I have one main electrical guy, one foundation guy, one roofer, one plumber that I rotate throughout the whole GCs. They're almost, I like to say, and I hope they don't get offended when I say this, but they're almost like children because if you introduce different trades and they don't know each other, they always kind of don't get along, or they
Yep.
blame that they left their trash or this and that. So every time I can, I tell them, hey, do you have somebody that can match this price, this quality, does good work? I give them a chance to introduce that first. And if they can't, then I'll bring in somebody outside. And I start slow. I always test the contractor. I always would start with a lipstick job, make sure they can do the job, prove themselves, work unsupervised, self-starter. They can buy materials. We only pay for labor. We pay all materials, that type of thing. And there's little tests that you can do as well. They got to be able to text and communicate. It's just more efficient. If they can't do that, it would be very hard to work
Yep.
with us. They got to be able to follow instructions. So little things like that that you would pick up on how you operate, how your personality is, and how you like to do things. And then once you find somebody that's excellent, that's hard to do. So once you do, make sure you treat them good and make sure you keep them in your team. And as you guys keep working project per project, they'll get to know what you like to do, the quality of work. They'll get to know how you like things done. And that just helps on the long run.
Well, and that's the thing too. I think it's the number one question. How do I find quality contractors? And
Yeah,
should I give them, they're going to give me a quote, and I'm a big always get a good quote,
yeah,
and don't be afraid to ask for two or three different bids on
yeah.
on different contractors. I don't like going with a
100%.
lower bid because I always
Yeah,
worry about because if they get a higher bid, they're going to leave
yeah,
my job as a secondary one. But I also don't go with the highest one.
right.
I try to find somewhere in the middle. But you said
100%.
something very valuable there. Do you pay you pay for the materials? You pay for that directly, and
Hmm.
then just pay for labor. You set that on the
Yeah.
front end with them, or no?
Yeah, so this is the approach we take. Definitely, if you're starting out, minimum three bids. Uh, you might contact 10 contractors, three might show up, two are gonna be late, one guy's gonna be on time, and those are the things that you look for. At this stage of our operation, we don't even take that approach. I'm not saying you shouldn't take that approach. You should when you're starting out.
Right.
But these days, we have our crew. I pay for their time almost. It's not even
Yep.
for what they're going to do. So when I walk in, I tell them, how long is it going to take you to do everything that I want? Is it going to be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 7 weeks? I pay them $5,000 a week per crew. That breaks it down with the GC. It's usually 200 to 300 a day. Everybody else is either 150 to 200 a day, and that's how much we pay. So I tell them once we walk in, this is a cosmetic job. It might take us 4 to 6 weeks. How long do you need it? Okay, that's what we're running with. That's my labor bid. Materials, my material to labor ratio is usually going to be 40/60, 40 labor, 60 material, and then I purchase the material directly. Have pro relationships with every single vendor, Home Depot Pro, Floor and Decor Pro. We have a managed elite account at Home Depot. We spend millions every year, and they want to keep our business. They don't want me to go to Lowe's, so they take us very good care. Once we have big ticket items, we run it through the pro desk. We get big discounts. We get perks. We get a professionally managed account that they make sure we are happy. The guys they can meet on site, they do deliveries, they give us rental tools. All these things help at the end of the year. Not only that, all of our major purchases, we put it all in a reward credit card and we pay it at the end of the month, right? So my wife and I, we have no kids. We love to travel the world. That's our hobby. And it's all done on points,
Yeah.
flying first class, business class, all on points from the rehabs because we get millions of points of not really, it's just free money, in my opinion, because I just pay it off and I just use it as leverage. Another thing, Floor and Decor Pro, Steve in Dallas, great guy, manages our account. When my wife, she's our interior designer, right? When she creates the spec sheet, we send him this fact sheet and he calculates all the logistics. This store has this many, this other store has this. He coordinates all with the delivery. He puts discounts in there without me asking. Sometimes I'll ask for it, but he'll take care of us. He makes our life easier, but it's just leveraging those relationships that are there for
Yeah.
you. And they give us great prices. So really knowing your suppliers and your vendors is a big deal, and the turnaround, right? If I'm doing all new windows and it's all custom, I need to put that order in ASAP because it might take me 6 to 8 weeks to get that in. So those things I need to do it right away. There's also
Mhm.
a great technology called Kubi Casa. Have you ever used it, Scott?
No, I'm
It's
not. No.
it's a free app. You literally scan the entire house using your phone. Takes 3 minutes, and it gives you uh, a blueprint with actual measurements and the whole plan of the house. They even have upgrades that you can do a full CAD. You can do front elevations. And with that, it calculates all my measurements. So as soon as I have the spec sheet, I just send it all to Steve. He calculates, that's my flooring right there. That
Wow.
it could have taken me 4 days to do it. I can do it in one day. And it's just little technology like that is very, very helpful.
What was it? Say the app one more time for me,
Uh,
Felipe.
Kubi Casa, Cubi Casa, CASA.
We'll put sure
Great
put
tool that
that
we use it all the time.
we'll put
Yeah.
that link in the description for everybody there. That's huge. Now the pro desk you're talking about. What's the initial amount that you have to really have to have a pro desk? We talking 2 grand, 5 grand? What's kind of the base
Really,
starting point? I think it was like
I
2,500, isn't it? Something like that, or
yeah,
no?
I think it really is gonna depend on the supplier.
Okay.
Uh, I don't even think there's a minimum. As long as you have an EIN tax ID
Yep.
number from a business or LLC, you can register as a pro, and then most of them should be able to help you.
Yeah, well, I agree with the vendors. I think Home
Yeah,
Depot, they if you to use a pro desk or the bigger discounts is. I always like if it's a
yeah.
rehab and we see more than 2,500 bucks, and usually send it there because then it will
Oh
drop
yeah,
it
through
down.
the pro that yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Any big
Okay.
ticket item, I would send it there, and they'll give you special pricing on paint. Lots of things that they'll give special pricing, even on the car. Sometimes they don't even display if you're ordering stuff online because it's a lower than the retail value. Appliances are a big one too. We pay attention on Black Friday sales.
Yeah,
When big events like that come up, we try to stack as much as we can because we know we're going to use them,
yeah,
and then just do that. We use a lot of Amazon business as well that we can order per property delivered. Uh, there's one little tip that I like to tell everybody. I almost feel like I'm a salesman for the company, but there is a great company. It's called REO Link, and they provide a security camera that is LTE based, meaning I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't need Wi-Fi. It runs off SIM card. It's motion sensor. The battery lasts 2 weeks, so I don't need it plugged in. There's a two-way speaker. You can set up motion alerts. So we set it up in all of our rehabs, in all of our listings, and it helps us a lot. And that is coming from a guy that's I've had appliances stolen, vandalism, break-ins, all that stuff. So that really, really helps. And not only that, since I'm not at the site every day, my contractors know that there's a camera there. So even if I'm not watching it, they know that Big Brother's there somewhere. If I don't show up today, he's gonna know. So that's like psychology kind of helps as
yeah.
well. So I highly recommend that. There's one tool that I forgot to mention on the after repair value that we've been using, and the guys are killing it. I don't know if you've ever used them, but it's called Richer Values.
I've heard of that.
Have,
Yeah,
have you used them?